Hi, I'm Joni Marks. I'm a three-time international best-selling author and the creator of 3 online courses for Udemy.com. And this video is a companion to my article for 60andMe, which I titled, A Path to Where the Life of Your Dreams Lives. And we're going to start with the 3rd step, which is part of our series. When you blaze a new trail for yourself after 60, you are creating a path to where the life of your dreams lives. Therefore, the 3rd step of the 4 steps to blaze a new path for yourself after 60 is change your perspective on what is possible. But the road to becoming a trailblazer after 60 can get a little bumpy. To make it easier, you will need to recognize what fixed beliefs and behaviors are disempowering you. Fixed beliefs are your internal perceptions about who you are, what is possible, and how things are supposed to be. This includes fixed beliefs on how you think things should be and how desired outcomes must turn out. At one point in your life, these beliefs and behaviors that go along with them may have served you well. But is that true today? To set this a little more clearly in your mind, let's look at some examples of how fixed beliefs get in the way and cause a lot of emotional upset. If you still place other people's needs and wants before your own, this can prevent you from exploring more of your own personal desires, wants, and needs after 60. For instance, what if you desire more leisure time for yourself, but don't because you feel that it is being unproductive and lazy? Or maybe you do take time for yourself, but feel guilty about it because you feel you should be doing something for someone else. If you can relate, but don't take the time to challenge these fixed beliefs, you are building up a tolerance to being stressed. This causes you to ignore the root cause of feeling physically and mentally exhausted, all of which leads to an unbalanced emotional state. That is why the 3rd step in blazing a new path for yourself involves developing a growth mindset. Let's together look at some simple things we can do to develop a growth mindset. A simple way of developing a growth mindset is to shift from fixating on what you believe you have to be or do to realize your desires. Instead, take time to tap into your feelings as if your desires were already accomplished. This is about spending less time lamenting what you don't have or complaining about what is not going well. Instead, allow yourself to reshape your outer perspective by changing your inner perspective and focusing on what excites and inspires you. When you engage in this shift of perception, do so with an open mind, not by placing limits on how your desires unfold. For this reason, developing a growth mindset after 60 requires doing something most of us were told was unproductive and unrealistic: daydreaming. Often we are not in an emotionally great, uplifted state. And I'm going to talk about next are 5 steps that you can take to improve your emotional state. But I want to tell you a little story about how I sort of see this. These 5 steps are the equivalent to what I call bailing your boat. Your boat is your life, and it has a little hole in it, and you ignore it for a long time. But pretty soon that leak becomes apparent, and the boat starts filling up with water. So that's when you have to get the bucket out, start bailing the water out of your boat to get yourself righted and into a better emotional state. So I'm going to show you these 5 steps that will help you do that. Here is the 5-step action item for uplifting your emotional state through daydreaming. 1. Shift from an overly busy lifestyle and quiet an overly active mind by slowing down and going inward at least 3 times a day for 10 to 20 minutes. And 2, when is an ideal time to do this? Preferably in the morning, mid-afternoon, and before going to bed, or any time you feel stressed, overwhelmed, or anxious. 3, what do you think about when you do this? Sometimes nothing at all. But if you are experiencing racing thoughts, give yourself a prompt, such as focusing on a personal desire that really excites you. And 4, feel into this desire as if you are literally living it in the moment. Allow your imagination to lead the way. And 5, journal your thoughts and how you are feeling so that you can track your progress. So let's explore what the benefits are of this 5-step action item which we just spoke about. Whether you call this meditating, daydreaming, or playtime with your imagination, the outcome and benefits of the 5-step action item we just went through are the same. So 1, you uplift your emotional state. 2, you feel better about yourself. 3, you are rejuvenated. 4, you are more comfortable. And 5, you are more open to receiving your desires than repelling them. I'd like to add an added benefit, which is you will not need a bucket to bail out a leaky boat. And now, to further integrate what we've talked about, I'd like to guide you through 3 important journal prompts. Create some time after this video to journal your answers to the following. 1. When was the last time you engaged in daydreaming? What desires did you think about? 2. What fixed beliefs do you have about a new path in life that you want to replace with new, more empowering beliefs? And 3. What are those new empowering beliefs? Thank you so much for watching this video. And if you haven't read the article on 60andMe, I invite you to do that. And for more information on my online courses, please visit udemy.com and type my name, Joni Marks, in the search box. And there are my 3 courses: Finding True Love, Drive Through, Make It Your Own, and Refocus and Renew Your Life. And until we meet again for another episode for 60andMe readers, I want to invite you to every morning look into your mirror, smile at yourself, and say, I am my own best friend, for I came into this world to be myself. For that I came. Thank you, and all my best.